I thought he had a real good game. It was real clean. I thought he ran the defense real well. Got us in and out of a lot of things, made all the right calls, and it was a real good first game for him.
What were your draft thoughts on Shedeur Sanders, and were you surprised he went in the 5th round, and what are your call about that whole?
I didn't put a lot of time into him personally. I knew our coaching staff thought he was a good player. The tapes that they showed me, I thought he was a good player also. It did surprise me, just going a little bit later when he did, just hearing what everyone was estimating and stuff, but I've been in enough drafts to know that not much should surprise you.
I almost didn't survive this, because the internet just dropped new Shedeur Sanders footage, and Kyle Shanahan allegedly lost whatever was left of his calm. Timelines are smoking, group chats are melting, and coaches everywhere are nervously pacing. What did this clip reveal that has everyone spiraling? Let's get into it.
There is a thing where he's able to learn quickly, he's able to process it quickly, he's able to break those bad habits quickly, which is very tough to do. It's easy when guys are running around with broomsticks and you're wearing a t-shirt and shorts out there in the practice field. It's different when you actually have Jeremy Simmons coming for your head, okay? And when he's able to step up, climb, and yeah, I know he rolled out to the right, ended up being a throwaway, which was the right decision because, yeah, they were right. Everything was to the left. That's still, to me, that's still growth.
The internet just dropped new Shedeur Sanders footage, and Kyle Shanahan's calm went missing, somewhere between press conference and, oh no, not again. You can practically see him sweating through his suit, glancing at the clock, muttering something about 5th-round picks. He wishes he'd studied harder.
We got more content coming out the pipeline. This time it's coming from the 49ers. They is the new opponents on the schedule, and we ain't finna waste no time. Let's get right into this thing. So they held a press conference today, gearing up their offense and their defense for the Cleveland Browns, bro. But more importantly, they got to get ready to take on super hot rookie quarterback, homeboy, Shedeur Sanders. Yes.
Every coach who's ever faced him knows the feeling, that quiet, creeping dread that your game plan just became yesterday's news. So the 49ers are gearing up for the Browns, right? But let's be real, the real threat isn't the Browns' offensive line or their shiny playbook.
I have talked about Shedeur a couple times without you in your expertise as a defensive back and just a generally reasonable person. What we got here?
We got a lot of noise around a situation that does not deserve to be that noisy. They didn't protect him. The 2 times they protected him, he went downfield well. The interception was a panicked, terrible throw, but generally, I think there's nothing to really pull from this particular game. Then he goes and wins the next game, has that incredible throw.
It's the rookie who somehow decided that the 5th round was a good time to start a global panic. And apparently, he doesn't like being underestimated. Footage drops, highlight reels explode, and suddenly Kyle Shanahan looks like a guy who forgot to defuse a bomb he didn't even know was in his pocket.
And that's coming off of, some toughness there, some things that didn't go very well. I thought that he played. There were a couple times where he was remarkable. There were a couple times where I was wondering, okay, what are we exactly getting here? And then when they're able to come back in the end, I look at it and I go, it wasn't like it was some baby 5th rounder playing. That was a legitimate performance by him. And I, as angry as I am over, really, this is the culmination of 6 years bubbling up now. That's what this is becoming.
They held a press conference, supposedly to talk about injuries and game prep. Tatum's out, Samo's out, McCaffrey's resting. Sure, great, go ahead and read the script. But the real story? Every line comes with a side of fear. Shanahan keeps praising his own defense, while his eyes scream. Why is this kid playing like he's been doing this for a decade? The rookie slides through drills, throws passes that look like physics experiments, and somehow Shanahan is expected to keep his poker face.
The opportunity, you got to catch it. And he was given the opportunity. You saw what the quarterback was trying to think, going back to that tight end, and Jair just being free on that play, playing with vision, going and making that play. And other places on the field, we've had a few opportunities and dropped them, a few tips and things like that. And down there, it stuck to us a little bit more.
Talk about his progress this year. It seems like he's playing at a really high level. It's been a little up and down previously for him.
Yeah, Tig's been awesome. when he first started here, he replaced Huff when Huff got injured.
Newsflash, Poker Face lost right there at 217 in the clip. And then comes the draft talk. Kyle casually mentions that yes, Shedeur is good, and yes, everyone was surprised he went in the 5th round. But the subtext is golden. I didn't put much time into him personally, he says. Translation, I underestimated him, I should have studied him, and now I might be paying for that mistake every Sunday. Meanwhile, the league is watching and taking notes.
This is a crucial, pivotal, make-or-break game in Cleveland for Shedeur Sanders. If Shedeur does struggle in this game, if he gets outplayed by the 1st overall pick in his draft, although obviously he fell ridiculously to the 5th round, I won't be surprised if Deshaun starts next week, or if they go back to Dylan Gabriel and that's the end of Shedeur. This is for him individually, make it or break it.
I agree.
Look, this is just me. I'm hanging in with Shedeur. The Browns should win this game.
Coaches everywhere are starting to sweat. Kyle's nerves are now a public service announcement. Don't sleep on the rookie. Speaking of nerves, the benching. Oh yes, the Browns benched him. The rookie who's quietly reshaping how defenses prepare. You can see it in Shanahan's face. Half confusion, half terror.
Next up, we're in Cleveland, where history is not on San Francisco's side. So we got the 8-4 49ers taking on the 3-8 Cleveland Browns. Now, the 49ers haven't won in Cleveland since 1984. That's a streak of 4 straight road losses to the Browns. On top of that, Browns defensive coordinator Jim Schwartz has given Kyle Shanahan fits in 3 games against Shanahan's Niners. Schwartz defenses has held San Francisco to 15.7 points, 290 yards, and 4.6 yards per play.
Every week, the narrative is evolving. Rookie slides late in the draft. Rookie scores big plays. Rookie makes you question if your playbook even matters anymore. It's like a horror movie where the villain is too polite to chase you, but just smart enough to ruin your entire week. And let's talk about body language, because we're not missing this subtle art. Shanahan's shifting, blinking, leaning ever so slightly forward like the couch at home suddenly turned into quicksand.
Ocho, the remaining schedule, they get the 49ers and the Titans at home. They go on the road to the Bears. They get the Bills at home, Steelers at home. They finish the season on the road at the Bengals.
Hey.
They got to tell hey, it ain't getting no easier now.
No, absolutely not. 49ers going to be a nice test. That's going to be a real nice test. I mean, it all comes down to that decision that's going to be made on Wednesday by Stefanski. Whoever's taking those first team reps on Wednesday as you prepare for that 49ers game, that's your starting quarterback for the week.
There's no hiding the worry. It's radiating. Every question about Shedeur's progress gets answered with compliments so over the top they double as confessions. He's confident. He's mobile. He extends plays. He sees the field. Basically, Kyle is describing a human cheat code while pretending to be calm. Meanwhile, Shedeur isn't just playing. He's evolving. Pocket presence, huddle command, split-second decisions that make defenders look like they forgot how to read numbers.
The push behind him is like, see? He did it. Got to talk about his teammates more after you win, but he did it. And then I rewatched that game, and I'm like, that play was incredible. But he didn't really do much in that game. And it feels like we're still in a situation where we're trying to really assess this guy. And to be fair, if he were a first-round pick, he would be giving us enough right now, I think, for us to be like, all right, there's something there. We can build around it. But he's not a first-round pick, and I don't think he's done nearly enough.
And coaches, they're updating their strategy every night just to keep up. Shanahan's nervous twitch is now a visual meme waiting to happen. You can see the thought bubble. How do I stop a rookie I barely watched on tape? By now, the lesson is clear. This isn't just a matchup. This is the NFL's subtle panic tour, starring Shedeur Sanders and Kyle Shanahan's increasingly twitchy expressions. Footage drops online, reactions go viral, and coaches everywhere start Googling 5th rounders like their job depends on it. Because it does.
Shedeur going 15 of 25 in the snow for 205, 2 touchdowns. I'll give him 1 interception.
You think that's enough to keep his job?
I do.
Okay.
I think winning will keep his job.
Okay.
No, the Browns should win this game. I don't think Shedeur will have to do too much. I think they keep it like they normally keep it just because the Titans are so bad.
I think Shedeur gonna have a nice little day. Now I think the defense gets Shedeur some short fields, allow him to throw a couple touchdowns. I got him throwing 2 touchdowns, high completion rate. He take care of the ball, 0 turnovers, and he just showed that leadership again and they win the game again. So that'll be 2 wins for him.
Every interception, every touchdown, every perfectly timed scramble is a reminder that underestimating this rookie is a luxury no one can afford. So here's the takeaway. Shedeur Sanders isn't just a rookie. He's a one-man anxiety epidemic for NFL coaches. And Kyle Shanahan's face is the poster child.
That is elite disruption, factor in the weather with possible rain or snow. And now you're asking Brock Purdy, who has a career QBR of 49.1 in those conditions, to function at a high level. Not exactly ideal. On Cleveland's side, they're riding Shedeur Sanders again after he sparked the passing game in his first start. But it wasn't all pretty. The Browns had their second lowest down set conversion rate of the season at 50%. He even joked about how much better he would be after a full off-season of reps. But for now, he gets another week as QB1.
Every week, the nervous looks will continue. Every play, the anticipation builds. And we get to watch the chaos unfold in glorious high definition, popcorn in hand, as the league slowly realizes that the 5th round was the best mistake anyone ever made. So what do you think? Can Shanahan handle it, or is meltdown imminent? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like if you're ready for chaos, and don't forget to subscribe for every wild update on Shedeur Sanders.